Yo, why do we expect man to prove things to us? And when I say man, I mean man and woman. Why do we expect men to prove anything to us? You know, prove to me you love me. Prove to me that I can trust you. Prove to me that you're worth my time. Now, we've all been there before, but the truth is, man cannot prove anything. He or she can only show you. Now, I know some of you out there are saying, okay, what's the difference? And I'm glad you asked. You see, because another word for prove is to solve. And as men and women, we can't solve each other's problems. I can't fix your insecurities. I can't heal your hurt from your past relationships. And I can't make you trust if you have trust issues. Another word for solve is absolute, aka complete, or to make whole. And when we ask men and women to prove things to us, it's because we are expecting them to fill a void or hole in our life. And that in itself is unreasonable to expect because men and women often leave us lacking. Only God can complete you, heal you, and make you feel whole. And the last word for absolute is finished. And nothing can be finished for a man or woman until we die. We can't claim successful marriages, being good or faithful partners or parents, or anything as men or women until we complete said mission. Meaning that we die in those marriages or we die being a good or faithful parent. After all, how many marriages that you know make it to the 10, 15, 20-year mark and then they divorce? Hell, you be lucky today if somebody makes it 2 years without finishing the divorce. All I'm trying to say is some people start journeys that they don't finish or complete. And some people start off rough or poorly, but they finish strong. Similar to Jesus when he said on the cross, "It is finished," meaning that he completed his work and his mission even until death. So once again, men and women don't prove anything in life. They can only show. And we all know that showing happens on the daily basis as it should. Meaning, on today, I could possibly show you all the love, faithfulness, and attention that you desire. And tomorrow, you could wake up expecting that same thing. And I can let you down. And you, in your fleshly mind state, probably want to blame me for this. But who's really the fool? I mean, after all, how can you put your trust in me when I can't even trust myself? My own body is betraying me every day. I'm becoming an older version of myself and I'm breaking down. I'm not even the same version of me as I was when I was 10, 15, 20, 25, and so forth. If you only knew how many times I've told God that today was gonna be the day that I changed and I didn't, how many New Year's resolutions I've made for myself and I've broken. And don't judge me, because many of you watching this can contest to this same thing. What I'm trying to say is I can't prove anything to you. I can only show you every day. You see, this thing called life is strange for us men. Somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody is going to die today and somebody is going to be born because life is a race. And until you reach the finish line, you haven't completed anything. And this is the only race that I know that it's not about how fast I get to the finish line or competing with the man or woman to my left or my right. The only thing that I have to be willing to do is run this race every day with patience until it is finished. Sure, along the way, you're going to see people that appear to be ahead of you. Do not let this make you quit. Rather, let this inspire you to keep running. And don't be jealous because, as I said before, you never know how someone else's race is going to end. And if you just so happen to look back and realize that you are ahead of others, do not be cocky or arrogant, but only thank God that he's allowed you to be inspiration for somebody else. Because, like I said, you don't know how your race is going to end. However, we should all have a common goal, and that goal should be to hear "well done" at the end of your race. So as a recap, men and women cannot prove anything. They can only show you daily. God is the only one that's infinite, that asks us to prove him and try him because God does not change. He truly is the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. So don't be a fool because a fool sets expectations in men and ends up setting himself for a downfall every time. Y'all be blessed.